Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Dylan from rotoszzn.com, and in this video I'm going to be taking a look at the DraftKings NFL Week 3 main slate. I'm just going to be going over 6 or 7 guys that stand out to me as good plays after a first look at this week's slate. A few things before I get into that. I do want to ask that you like the video and subscribe to the channel. These things really do help me out a lot with YouTube rankings and things. Trying to get these videos out to more people, so I do appreciate if you like the video and subscribe to the channel. But yeah, to get into the picks. Oh, I also want to mention that when I'm doing these videos, I'm going to try to ignore the top price guys at each position because you don't really need anybody to tell you that those guys are good plays. You know, the most expensive guys on the slate are good plays week to week, every single week. So in these videos, I am going to be kind of ignoring those guys and going down the list a little bit. At least past the top few guys, the top, the highest price guys. You guys know those are good plays. You don't need me telling you that. So I'm just ignoring them in these videos. But yeah, Justin Herbert's the first guy that really stands out to me at quarterback. He's up against the Chiefs in a 55.5 over/under game. That's the highest total on the slate this week. The Chiefs haven't been great on defense this season. They've allowed 36 and 29 real-life points to the Browns and Ravens. And they're also giving up the 7th most points per game, DraftKings points per game, to the quarterback position. I do expect the Chargers to be able to move the ball in this game. Not quite as well as the Ravens and Browns. Their offense isn't that good, but they do have a solid offense and they can move the ball. So I do like Justin Herbert. He's had a solid 2 games so far this season, 300 plus yards passing in each game. But he has only had 1 touchdown in each of those games, so that's kind of capped his upside. But I'm not too worried about that. He's not going to have 1 touchdown a game every game. He's going to see upside games, and I think this is a spot where he can't see one. The Chargers should be playing from behind, so they should be forced in catch-up mode, forced into more passing situations. So I do like Justin Herbert, 6,500. And I also want to mention Najee Harris. Not a whole lot of usage in week 1. He didn't really get involved in the passing game too much, but in week 2, we really started to see him trend in the right direction. He had 5 targets. He caught all 5 of those targets for 43 yards and a touchdown, and then he added another 38 yards on the ground. Behind that Steelers O-line, I don't know that he's ever going to have like a whole lot of rushing upside this season, but he is a guy that is a great receiver out of the backfield, as we've seen in college. And if he keeps getting the role that he got in week 2, being pretty involved in the passing game out of the backfield, he's always going to have nice upside week to week. I think he scored about 19 or 20 fantasy points on DraftKings in week 2, so I do expect we'll continue seeing him as that receiving back role out of the Pittsburgh backfield. So I do like him and his receiving upside. And then Saquon Barkley, he's still trying to recover from the injury. He played 48% of the snaps in week 1, and then that got bumped all the way up to 84% of the snaps in week 2. He has a much better matchup this week. And, he's one of the top backs in the league that's only 6,500. As Saquon Barkley gets 100% healthy and as he gets up to his normal, usage role in that Giants offense, his price is going to go way up. He's not a $6,500 running back. He's been one of the highest priced running backs when he's healthy, for good reason. So I think you might not see Saquon Barkley at $6,500 ever again, honestly. I mean, that's such a low price for a guy like him, especially when we've seen him go up to 84% snap rate in week 2. I really do like him a lot at that price. I also want to mention ROTOSZN Premium. If you are interested in more in-depth content to help you build your lineups throughout the season, ROTOSZN Premium is going to get you access to my DraftKings projections, my core plays cheat sheets for every Sunday main slate and every Thursday night football and Monday night football showdown slate. It's going to get you access to my tournament plays, my value plays, and then a GPP pivot strategy where I'm basically trying to find spots to fade the chalk and pivot directly onto lower owned plays. Correlated pivots. Those are the things that win tournaments on DraftKings. So you'll get access to all that. And then we have NBA starting in less than a month. So you'll get access to NBA content when that comes around as well. You can try premium right now for just $3. So if you are interested in that, rotoszzn.com/premium. Link will be in the description. But moving on, Tyson Williams, 5,800. In week 1, Murray outran him in snap count, or in rushes rather. But Tyson took over that number, took over the lead rushes in week 2. He had 4 more rushes than Latavius Murray, and he had like a whole lot more yards. Murray did get into the end zone again, but I think that was more of a fluky touchdown. Going forward, I do expect Tyson Williams to be the lead back in this backfield. I think he's just a better back overall. So I do think as we progress, he is going to be getting the majority of the work out of this backfield. It's a great matchup against the Lions, and I just expect Baltimore's run scheme to just be able to destroy Detroit in this game, honestly. So I do like Tyson Williams at 5,800. And then Keenan Allen. I already mentioned Herbert, so I do like pairing him with Keenan Allen again. For some reason, Keenan Allen's price dropped $400 this week. Not really sure why DraftKings did that. I think he's still one of the top wide receivers on the slate every week. He has 21 targets, and he has 21 total targets on the season. He has 100-yard games in both of the games this season. And he's just historically a guy who gets a ton of opportunity, a ton of targets. You know, we regularly see Keenan Allen with 10, 13 targets. And I don't expect that to change at all this season. As I've already said, he already has 21 targets in 2 games. So per usual, he's averaging over 10 targets a game. And like I said earlier, I do like Herbert. You know, Keenan Allen is his ¡1 receiver, so I do like that stack a lot. And then I got to mention Antonio Brown at 5,200. This price is insane. Antonio Brown's a guy that would be the #1 wide receiver on the majority of teams in the NFL. He just happens to play on a team that has Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. But we've seen week 1 he had, what was it? He had 5 catches for 121 yards and a touchdown in week 1. You know, he's still one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, in my opinion. It's just, will he get the opportunity week to week? I do like him a lot in this game because they're going against the Rams, and Jalen Ramsey should be playing the outside. Antonio Brown's usually in the slot when he's on the field. You know, so Jalen Ramsey's mostly going to be worried about Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. I think that leaves a lot of open opportunity for AB in the slot. So I do think AB is going to be a bigger part of the game plan coming into this one, specifically because of Jalen Ramsey. So I do like AB a lot. And then sticking with the Buccaneers, up last, Rob Gronkowski, 5,500. Rob Gronkowski is still the best tight end in the league. Like, that's just how it is. He has 2 touchdowns in each of his last 3 games, including the Super Bowl. The Brady to Gronk connection is just as good as it's ever been. And it's just, he's going off 2 touchdowns a game in 3 straight games. I absolutely love Rob Gronkowski. And I think this is going to be your last chance to get Gronk at less than $6K this whole season. I mean, his price has jumped almost $1,000 each week. From week 1 to week 2, it jumped like $1,000. And then from week 2 to week 3, his price jumped like $700 or something. This is going to be your last chance to get him under 6K. His price is only going to keep going up because he's just dominating. Yet again, Rob Gronkowski is back to being the best tight end in the league, and I love him this week at 5,500. But yeah, that'll do it. Those are 7 guys that stand out to me as good plays after a first look at the slate. There's going to be more videos to come this week, so go ahead and sub to the channel. Like I said, check out ROTOSZN Premium if you are interested in that. A lot of DFS content here. And you can try it out for just $3. See if you like it. If you don't, cancel it. If you do, it's going to pay for itself in your DFS winnings. So not much to lose by trying it out. But yeah, good luck in your contest this week, and I'll see you in the video tomorrow.
I'm a doctor. I'm here to help you.